Welcome back everybody to the replay of Hudson's Adventure Island 2 on the NES. Continuing with world number 2, Lake Island. I hope you're enjoying the series. By the way, I'm gonna do a little of, I wouldn't say announcements, but a couple of reminders about this channel, Chilean Retro Gamer III. I've been adding extra content, or I will be doing that. Probably you have already noticed that I've been adding some extra material apart from the replay series and other stuff. I am going to be posting the progress that I do on the renewed Nintendo vs Sega series that I'm doing on Facebook Live. The recordings will go onto this channel. Again, probably by now you already noticed, but I'm recording this in advance. I'm recording this in July the 17th. You're probably gonna be watching this by August for sure. Yeah, by August. That's for certain. And let's leave this guy here, and I don't think I'm gonna take... I want to accumulate more of these. That's for sure. So, yeah, I'm been posting Nintendo vs Sega, which, for those who don't know, it was an old series of mine that I did on JustinTV/Twitch back in 2009 and part of 2010, but I didn't really continue with it. I covered most of the arcade titles, some of the portable ones, some of 8-bit, but I didn't really get far in the series. It's basically not a comparison, it basically just want to play Nintendo franchises games and Sega franchises games back in the day. First party games basically by the two companies. The confrontation as such is not quite just an excuse to play first party titles from both companies that were huge in the 80s and 90s. I mean, Nintendo still is a huge company, but I'm talking about when the competence or the competition was still very active. And well, this time around I'm renewing, of course, I'm doing the series again with improvements, not only in terms of the quality of the video and audio compared to 2009, but also in terms of the content, since I am able to play Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Wii U, GameCube, Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, of course, through emulation. So there is a plethora of emulators available as opposed to 2009, extra emulators that I can use for the sake of the show. So I'm doing that on Facebook Live, doing Nintendo franchises, Sega franchises, and even third-party franchises, comparing Nintendo and Sega versions of specific games or series. Another Lapras, huh? So yeah, that I'm also going to be posting on this channel every week. I'm gonna be streaming one episode of that every week. That usually allows me to get material done for at least 3 weeks in advance. So by now you probably already watched Super Mario Brothers and part of Alex Kidd in Miracle World for the Master System. So yeah, I mean, expect that, and expect some random streams also from Facebook Live. Play anything that I feel like. I usually do those every other week or so. It all depends, but I'm increasing the amount of content on this channel. That's basically the point I've been wanting to make since the beginning of the video. I've been 4 minutes talking about that. I thought I was going to be talking longer about that thing, but yeah, I mean, you will see replays, which already offers quite a bit of variety, but mostly retro gaming and some hacks every now and then. Nice, another life. Second one in the run. And eventually, of course, I will get back to the casual games. I already have some videos of it. The casual gaming series and Hack Me Hard, which, well, I'm gonna put to a resting for a little while, since you already saw projects recently. But yeah, This channel is used to have the, I wouldn't say shittiest content, but it offered just replayed games, casual PC games, and hacks. Kind of limited, so now I'm expanding it with these 2 extra series that I'm putting out, hopefully every week, increasing the amount of content for retro gaming, for modern gaming also. As you can see, it's not too difficult to get lives in this game. I think I've been getting extra lives out of getting 20,000 points. And, well, also the bonus games, but that's mostly based on luck than anything else, we got to say. Alright, what are we doing here? Well, the points eventually will contribute to getting these extra lives. Yeah, I was right next to the boss, but the RNG decided to send me back to a mountain level. That's probably the troll aspect out of this game, because you feel like you are short in lives. Oh yeah, if you game over, you can continue, but you have to restart the world all over again without items. I guess one of the reasons why they want you to restart everything is because of the potential farming that you can get out of that, like trying to collect animals and such. But I mean, the further you are into the game, the more difficult it is to actually find animals and store them, for good measure. So yeah, this is a little bit of a replica to or some sort of remake of the beach levels in Adventure Island 1. Another Lapras even. Alright. I thought it was like an isolated case of giving you the Lapra on a land level for a future water level, but looks like it is, at least, this is like the 3rd time it's been happening, in this world even, if you rush me. I believe this is an actual swimming level, which is a little different from the others. I am using Lapras, I already have 2 in store, so they show you the type of level you are dealing with, basically for you to make the right choice. Obviously you cannot use any of these 3 guys, otherwise they're gonna disappear the moment you touch the water, except Lapras. Again, you can never take people for granted, assuming that they know about that, and maybe you were wondering why I'm not using other animals instead of just Lapras. Well, he's a fast swimmer, for obvious reasons, but at the same time, okay, I didn't know that guy actually goes back. That sucks a lot of dicks. What do you want me to say? Oh, alright, foreground traps. Alright, let's start this all over then. Oh yeah, if you are on your own without Lapras, you get trapped inside those bubbles for a few seconds. So ideally you would like to kill everybody. Probably that's the only disadvantage of using Lapras in levels like this, with a lot of hazard, especially because it limits your space, and Lapras is quite fast, so it's difficult to control, especially when you need to maneuver as carefully as you can in these limited spaces. That's kind of a problem. Well, having Lapras in the boss, I don't think will make much of a difference, or if any at all. Oh yeah, he will break the bubbles. I need to get closer, actually. Yeah, this is the safe spot. If you get trapped by the bubbles, probably you are gonna die, since you are going to be attacked by these fireballs, since they follow you wherever you go. But I am doing pretty decent job here. Of course, the color will indicate that how close they are to dying, and that's exactly what happened. Since we're almost on time, and pretty much at the end of a world, I guess we can actually do one more level. Again, I don't get surprised if levels do get longer. Well, we obviously have a pretty good idea about what this world is about. It's called Desert Island, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna do one more level. because you never know. I mean, ideally I would like to complete one world in a video, but sometimes it would take a couple of them to complete a certain world, especially since the RNG can actually take you back a level or two, even if you are right next to the boss in the map. So in theory you should think that you are pretty much there, but in reality you are not quite so. Alright, I would have liked to get that chicken or whatever that was. But yeah, that did it. I believe that World 8 is actually, the last one is certainly the longest. It features all sorts of levels. It's not quite based on a theme. I think it's called Dinosaur Island, as a matter of fact, so it's pretty ambiguous. Anyway, this is it for today, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with a couple more episodes of Hudson's Adventure Island 2 on NES.